6:43 right now. People who live in the Mount Washington neighborhood in Baltimore have been reported for having yard signs, campaign signs. The complaints allege that the signs being displayed are too soon before an election. However, that law is still in the Baltimore City Code. It's been found to be unconstitutional. So the question is, why were they told they might have to pay a $500 fine for having those signs? WMAR 2 News' Mallory Safaste is looking into it because if it matters to you, it's a matter for Mallory.
8 illegal sign complaints in 3 months, all in Mount Washington, and with something else in common.
I was reported, my friends have been reported, and we all have the same sign.
Seema Shaw Nelson's house also made the list. Her friend took a picture of the complaint when a housing inspector came to her door. In the description, it says $500 for displaying political signs 45 days before an election.
I was scared that I would have to pay $500 for something that I didn't know was against the rules, and then confused about why this rule exists.
After some digging, they found out it doesn't, and the law is unconstitutional.
We don't enforce it based off of some litigation that occurred about 10 years ago in Baltimore County, and when that occurred, we removed the violation from our index of violations that inspectors can issue.
And yet, Jason Hessler, Deputy Commissioner of Permits and Litigation for Baltimore City Housing and Development, said the law is still on the books.
It is, yes. It just was something that had never been addressed by the council.
He said the neighbors won't receive a citation, and the inspector was only there because it was entered into the system incorrectly.
They fit it in under something that was close, but it's not in the 301 system, and I can't remember. It's been over 10 years since we've gotten a complaint of this nature.
While not enforceable, neighbors still want the code corrected and a full investigation
Into how and why an unconstitutional rule was enforced by a Baltimore City agency.
I don't want people to feel intimidated like they can't have a sign on their private property.
What is enforceable and illegal are signs on public property, not in the median, phone poles, not even flyers.
I go on weekly walks with the mayor, and I carry a pocket knife with me so that I can cut them down, and I'll take photos and give it to the investigators. So we do cite people, and we've even gone to the extreme of when we can't track somebody down electronically, we'll set up and call and have them, try to sell them a city property so that they'll come out and we can identify who they are, we can get their tag.
The fine is $500 per sign. So if you're plastering the city with ads, you could be looking at a pretty hefty bill.
I can remember where we got like $40,000 against one company that was going around, and they were kind of the captains of the We Buy houses.
It adds to the litter and workload for city inspectors.
Somebody coming from outside and posting these things all over the place, and they're usually yellow, corrugated plastic and with a marker. It just makes everything ugly.
They're somewhat lenient on yard sale signs, community fundraisers, even campaign signs close to Election Day. But if your business cluttering the city's roadways, expect a call from code enforcement. And if you're complaining about campaign signs in someone's yard, the city isn't going to help you. In Baltimore, Mallory Safaste, WMAR 2 News.
And the deputy commissioner you heard from there, Jason Hessler, says he did bring this matter to the attention of the city solicitor. Mallory talked with him yesterday, and she was told that he is looking into removing that provision from the city code. If you have a matter from Mallory, she'd love to hear from you. You can email her at mallory@wmar.com.